Yo, what's the deal? What's going on? I pushed the wrong button. I'm gonna have to refresh this out now. Yeah. I do need to check out I do need to check out what's just in. I do need to check out Kevin Roth real quick. Check out the weather situation. That's what I do need to do. So while people trickling on in, Atlanta, a few showers around. Most of what falls to stay light enough to play through, leaving a chance for a delay or late start. But my current expectation is that they just play ball and get a bit wet in the process. Winds in from left center at 10 ish. Um, Athletics in Boston, maybe one or two raindrops, but nothing disrupts the game. Um, Toronto and Tampa Bay. Um, Looks like all the rain holds. Okay. The most, whatever, we yellow there, like, but more likely they just played through the winds blowing in from center at 10 miles an hour. Uh, Scattered downpours around, even some lightning possible. Can't quite time out the rain this far out, but a delay or late start is possible. The risk level here could be quite a bit higher by afternoon. Update based on where the storms are popping, so stay tuned. Mm. New York Yankees at Miami. Minnesota. A line of storms pop up, but it's close enough that I'll leave a lower chance. Like last night, there's a chance for a delay here. I think the extended rain holds off. Uh, Philly and Dodgers, there's actually some rain in LA tonight. It all looks fairly light, at least for the rest of the country standards. So I expect they'll manage to pay through whatever falls. Whatever. Whatever, man. Rain here and there, rain here and there. Um, I didn't get a chance to get a good grasp on on bats or anything of that nature, but but I did have NFL on my mind. I don't know. I'll talk about it real quick, right? And it's a spot that I really do want to take advantage of. We'll see. I haven't taken advantage of it yet. Just go game by game here. Chicago Cubs, Pittsburgh Pirates here. Oviedo on the mound, Matthew Boyd on the mound here. Cubs minus 149 favorites in this spot. Um, wasn't wasn't too much looking at this game for bats or anything of that nature. Let me see. 1 second. I have an update. My fault, y'all. Let me go ahead and update. Um, right. Wasn't too fond of this one here. Over under 7.5 in the spot. Pitchers ballpark here. Um, don't think I'll be going to anything here. I ain't even gonna lie. Oviedo, he's looked okay. I want to say. Let me bring it back here. Um, 5 innings or better. He's had 5 Ks or better in every game except for two. 5 innings or better. 5 innings or better in every game except for two. Hasn't faced the Chicago Cubs. It's been pretty good, man. Hasn't given up over 2 runs. This game has an under feel to it. That was my thoughts on this game. It's definitely got an under feel to it, right? Don't know if I want to go to bats or anything like that in this situation. Pitcher's ballpark probably would be under. I don't know, but it does have, like I said, does have an underfield to it. Don't know if I will go there. I didn't check the bats or anything of that nature in this situation. No one's first inning. Definitely could be a no one's first inning here. I think that's a no one's first inning candidate for this game here, right? In this ballpark, I would take my chances. Um, Yesterday, Bush hit a home run right off the motherfucking bat yesterday. So if you want to heat check him, yesterday, you can. He fucked up my no home run parlay, which I don't do those at often, but you know it is what it is. Um, what's up, J Mac? And for everybody else that's watching, I'm going to try to do a quick drive by on these games, and I actually want to go. I really want to go to NFL. You know what I'm saying? It's Wednesday. Look at some of tomorrow's games and get to some of these early games. But it is what it is, right? I didn't look at too many bats here at this point in time. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time. We could figure it out. Next game here would be the St. Louis to Cincinnati. Um, what's up, Charles? Let's get paid. Hey, what's up, man? I remember you. I remember you. I remember you commented on that post the other day. I was like, man, I think that was you. I was like, you need to tap in. So shout out to you. Hap may stay hot today. Uh, it's looking okay. Yeah, well, yeah, Hap has been warm. He's been warm as hell. I could do a quick drive by, just take a quick look at Hap or whatever the case may be. So it is what it is. As of late here, how about the last 2 weeks? Um, he's versus pitch mix. He's 4 for 20. Oviedo is a righty. Okay. I take the pitch mix down. So taking the pitch mix down, just versus righties in general. Last 7 days, Michael Bush is 8 for 23, just versus righties, no pitch mix or nothing. And Moises and Hap, they've been cooking. Hap's got 2 bombs, so shout out to J Mac for that situation there. So it depends on how you want to look at it, right? If you want, this kid, he's hitting cleanup, and then Hap is right behind him. Bush, the 3 of the first 4, and then you got Horner. He's not striking out. I mean, if you want to be technical, if I did take a side here, it would probably be the Cubs or nothing for me in this spot. They minus 149 favorite, so that's what I would say here. This game comes on in about an hour and a half, so that's why I'm leaning towards in this situation here. So it would be the Cubs or nothing for me in this spot, as long as these guys can probably try to keep staying hot. And as far as the bat's concerned, it's how you want to attack them, right? This is just versus right hand pitching. If I was to add the pitching, the pit, add the props in, I mean, add the pitch mix in right here over the last week, then you'll get Michael Bush with 2 bombs versus pitch mix over the last week, right? Wait, hold up. Yeah, Michael Bush with 2 bombs over the last week, and then Hap versus pitch mix is two for 10. Moises is 3 for 6 with a bomb, but versus pitch and Hap has a bomb versus pitch mix. That's with the pitches in there, right? Hap his fly ball and pull errors up. Strikeouts can and should are there, but it's only a weak sample size. And then I'll take the pitch mix down. The fly ball, everything's there for a Hap. And yeah, right. Even yeah, the ground ball percentage is down. So it's three of the first four bats. Actually, all four of the first four bats. I like them. This is a pitcher's ballpark. And then, last but not least, Hap in Pittsburgh, bro. Hap in Pittsburgh is a different. I forgot all about that shit, man. I forgot all about that. Um, let's see. Ian Happ in Pittsburgh. Ian Happ continues his insane streak at Pirates. Man, that motherfucker, he gets hot in there. He gets hot in there, bro. Uh, when Ian Happ returns home, he performs at a ridiculously high level. Um, where's his stats at PNC Park? Ian Happ has an extended on base streak of 35 consecutive games at PNC Park. As of September 15, 2025, with a 316, 545, and 504 line slash during that span. His hometown success at PNC Parks includes 60 games with 249 plate appearances, 6 home runs, 25 doubles, 31 RBIs, and a 509 slugging. Right, he goes in that motherfucker and gets busy, man. Uh, Hap versus Pirates. Uh, yeah, he goes in there and gets busy, man. Straight up, he goes in there and gets busy. So I forgot all about that. Hap is definitely somebody that you could take a look at, bro. Straight up. How I like the slate so far, I didn't even look at it. Not really. I was just gonna be looking at a couple picture props, and I was going to look at a couple pitcher props and man, probably cross over to the NFL, MLB. It's some pitcher slot situations here. There's some pitching situations here. Happy birthday, man! You need to smack today and tomorrow. I know that's right. I didn't look at the slate though. I ain't even gonna lie. But looking at these 1 through 4 for the Cubs, look pretty. They look okay. If I'm taking a side here, they be Cubs or nothing. Hap would have to be, catapulted to the front of the line because he gets busy. He gets busy in this ballpark. So Hap, he's one of those guys you need to be paying attention to. Uh, even this kid here, Moises kid, hitting cleanup. He's hot right now. Bush, he's hot right now. He's got 2 bombs in the last 7 days. Nico Horner just don't strike out. So hits, runs, and RBIs. I couldn't talk you off any hits, runs, and RBIs for any of these guys. Don't forget the pitching though. Oviedo been pitching pretty good. Hasn't given up more than 2 runs in his last 5 or 8 games. So we have a total of 8 there. So it is what it is. Brady Singer, um, St. Louis Cardinals, Cincinnati Reds, and to make things long story short here, however you want to attack things here. I mean, I'm not probably not gonna switch on the bats. Do I like Burleson? I want to say, yeah, probably so. But um, looking at what is it at home? Okay, so looking at Palante, um, 63% ground ball rate to lefties, to righties, 55. So he can get some ground ball action, but uh, he could get hit, right? So He's giving up runs as of late. I mean, 7, 5, 5, 0, 2, 6, 4, 5, 7, 2, 2, 4. Right? He's hittable. He's definitely hittable. He can give up some runs. He's getting up a home run in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his last 8 games. The walks has been there 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, whatever the case may be. He can get hit. He can give up walks and stuff like that. This case scenario here, he can give up, a walk to righties, 13%, a blast, right? Shit like that. That's what happens. To lefties, I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong shit. To lefties, 8% walk rate, uh, 8% walk rate to righties. I'm looking at strikeouts, but looking at the strikeouts overall, he's only got a 15% K rate, and to righties is a 13%. To lefties is a 16%. So he is a ground ball pitcher, but he can still get hit. Long story short, but me personally, I just didn't feel like I didn't feel like betting on these motherfuckers, bats and shit like that today. I didn't have the feeling. I didn't have the feeling today, so I didn't really didn't really look. I ain't gonna lie. So he can get hit. Martin Perez has been pitching good. I'm not opposed to going taking strikeouts or nothing like that versus Baltimore with a righty, but lefties it's a little bit different. At the end of the day, Perez have been pitching good. They have Tyler O'Neill is back, and there's another righty back in his lineup for Baltimore. So historically, 9 times out of 10, when I see Tyler O'Neill versus a lefty, I usually go ahead on and bet him, right? But he's so injury prone and stuff like that, so it's been crazy work. Um, he's given up more than 3 runs twice. Perez, like I said, Perez has been pitching good for his standards. Tyler Wills, don't know if I don't know if I'm going to go there for him today. He does have some K stuff here and there. Um, I tend to look at strikeouts around this time of the year. This will be his third game pitched. He pitched 85 and 89 pitches, so around that 85 area. 4 Ks. He's averaging about 5.5 Ks between the two. Did give up a home run in both games. Um, Last year he pitched 3 games, and then prior year to that he pitched a decent amount of games, right? But he wasn't, for the latter part right there, he was only going for like 1 inning and stuff like that, shit like that, right? So don't know if they have a strikeout line for him because of the simple fact that the White Sox have been striking out. He's got a six line at plus 123. As you can see, we went through this yesterday. Everything almost came to fruition, but um, Chicago White Sox versus right hand pitching. Mm, 24% K rate, good for 11th with a 101 WRC plus over the last month. But clearly, the last 2 weeks, 27% K rate, 84 WRC plus. And then the last 7 days, Chicago White Sox are number 2 behind the Angels, who we'll get to in a second. So strikeouts could be there for Tyler Wells if that's something that you want to, take a look at there. Okay. Um, and on the Baltimore side, I said Perez have been pitching good, but I don't. I'm pumping my brakes. I'm pumping my brakes here. I'm pumping my brakes here. What I do want to do is take a look at Baltimore real quick and take a look at Baltimore bats real quick just to see what Tyler O'Neill. Hmm, a bomb. Okay, so Tyler O'Neill, he just came back yesterday. I want to say no, he's back though. Oh, he's been back for a while. I didn't even fucking know that. That motherfucker been silent as hell. Why y'all didn't tell me that? I ain't know that. 5. Okay, no, so he had missed a month and some change. Okay. He missed a month and some change. So historically, like I say, historically I've targeted him for home runs versus lefties here. Uh, wouldn't be surprised if he does. He might have a home run versus him. Let's see. Hasn't even seen him. But it is what it is. Not gonna dwell on that, right? I'm not. What I'm doing is keep on moving here. Arizona, San Francisco, Brandon Pfaadt on the mound, Justin Verlander. Justin Verlander's been pitching okay. Okay. Um, that fastball. Okay, so lately he's been pitching okay. 8 of his 8 last. He's given up more than 3 runs twice over his last 8 games. So that's something that's very interesting there. Who are they going up against? Okay, Arizona. Mm, I kind of skimmed through Arizona bats, I think, and they just didn't look good, man. Corbin Carroll, Marte, those guys ain't been looking good. Um, so I was kind of like off of that situation. Um, if I can find Arizona on the board here, okay, 112 WRC plus last 2 weeks. Strikeouts not there. Last 2 weeks, Arizona. Okay, 136 WRC plus. There was a couple people hitting for Arizona, I want to say, but it was not who we wanted it to be, right? Probably not. But at the end of the day, not my favorite, not my favorite, not my favorite. I'm gonna take a rain check on Justin Verlander. If I his props here, but if I bring it in as of late here, last 3 weeks, versus this pitch mix, Marino as of late, last week or so, he's got a few bombs. Uh, I want to say last 2 weeks. Yeah, he's got a few bombs. McCann's 4 for 7, 3 for 7 was Lawler, but you wanna see who's going to be in this lineup. And I just don't want to bet on. I don't want to bet on these Corbin Carrolls and these guys as of late, and Martes and stuff. They just ain't been doing it for me. Carroll is in a little bit better form right now than Marte is, but you get the drift. Perdomo's been consistently been hot, uh, probably versus that fastball. So he's somebody you could definitely look at. Let's see pitches. Yeah, the top 2 pitches, the fast over the last week. He's got 2 hits on that fastball, 2 hits on that slider. So he's somebody that you can look at. Okay, Perdomo. Uh, he's probably would be the one if I had to take a hit or something like that. It would be him. On the flip side, for some reason, some way, somehow, um, Devers have been popping. he's got 29 extra base hits and 14 bombs on his pitch mix. Um, take a look at where he's hit on that. The fastball he's throwing 44% of the time. He's got 15 extra base hits and 9 bombs. So if he can catch that, you can kiss it goodbye. He's given up 6 bombs on that fastball, and he's given up 4 bombs on that changeup. Devers does not have a home run on that changeup. Okay, so Devers would be lurking that fastball, and it is what it is. You do on the right for the righties. You do have some fastball merchants over there, and Adamas. He can really hit the fastball, but I don't really know. what he's throwing to them. I'll take a look. Devers, 1 home run. He ain't been in good form like that as of late. How about the last 7 days? Excuse me. Devers 0 for 9. Oli 0 for 9. So the form ain't there, right? If I take the pitch mixes down, um, he's still 0 for 10. So it's just like, I don't know, man. Does he have any history versus this kid? I'll take a look and then I'll move it, man. Adamas 4 for 7, betting 571. So I kind of figured, Adamas was, somebody that we definitely want to look at because he's throwing that fastball. Adamas likes that fastball. So I'll cross over and take a look there. Devers 0 for 2. So it is what it is with that situation. Like I said, I'll take a. Chapman was one guy that was kind of warm, but Devers, I mean, we know that Adamas likes that fastball. Casey Smith, looking pretty good. Strikeouts for these guys are pretty much there, not there. That's a good thing. But what is he throwing predominantly to righties though? We can't gotta see. So he's throwing that sweeper predominantly, right? 42%. A lot of people don't see that sweeper a lot. And then that fastball. So the fastball and the sinker, you know what I'm saying? So he might end up throwing a sinker or a sweeper a lot. He's giving up 9 bombs on that fastball to righties, though. So they'll be looking for that fastball. I can go over here to that sweeper because he's throwing that sweeper 42% of the time. He's probably deadly with that sweeper. So I don't feel like I probably would want to probably chase this one. But last month, Casey Smith is 3 for 6 on that sweeper with 2 extra base hits. So that's something that's probably got him green, right? Um, Adamas 1 for 6. That's the last month, full season on that sweeper. Let's see, 2 bombs for Ramos, 2 bombs for Adamas, 1 bomb for Chapman, right? So then I put the full pitch mix in there. Uh, 13 bombs for Adamas. Of course, Adamas predominantly probably 10 of them come from home fastballs. Yeah, 8 of them come from fastballs. 3 of them for that sinker, and then that sweeper. He just have to. I don't know. You have to chase that motherfucker. Lately, last 3 weeks, 2 weeks, Adamas, 3 extra base hits, 2 bombs. Fly ball is up there. Pulled errors up there. Casey Smith, huh? Could be a sleeper. Could be a sleeper. Adamas, um, for that fastball alone, Adamas and Devers, they in play. They in play just because of that fastball alone. ATL in Washington. Hmm. Where's the stats and shit? Hmm. Interesting. Well, hmm. I did kind of look through this game. I don't know where the stats go. Teams Atlanta. Okay, Brad Lord. So the walks have been there for Brad Lord and He has been getting hit as of late. 4 runs, 6 runs, 7 runs, 1 and 3. He hasn't faced this Atlanta team lately. Since he's been logging, uh, since he's been logging innings, because he just started logging innings around July 22nd. He's won 4 innings or more in every game except for one. So don't know how long he's going to be out there either. I'll refresh this real quick and all right, right. So okay. Um, he's pitching his worst to lefties. He's giving up 10 bombs to lefties. 6 of them come at home. He's got 293 batting average to lefties. 25% K rate to lefties. I want to trust that is his pitch mix here. I want to take a look at the lefties real quick. Gonna have to. Olson's gonna have to be in play here. He's just too hot right now. He's too hot. Uh, Olson, as you can see, he's got 4 home runs in the last 5 games and 5 of 10. So Olson is hot right now. So he's got to be in play here. I just want to see. Okay, it's 2 weeks. Olson, Baldwin, Olson, slugging, all this shit is up. 7 days, 2 bombs, 92 exit velo, 9 for 22. If I take the pitches down for Brad Lord, last 7 days, just versus righties. This is what he's looking like right now, just as righties. Profile's got a bomb, probably that one for yesterday. And then he's got 4 bombs. The barrel was there. The fly ball is there. Strikeouts are down. Um, Olson, some shape, form, or fashion, whether it's hits, runs, and RBIs, anything, right? So he's definitely going to be in play for me. Flipping it over to the righties here. I'll throw the pitch mix in there for the last month. Ozzy Albies looks pretty good there. Eli White got 2 bombs. Ozzy Albies got 4. That's over the course of the last month, though. Bringing it back in the last 2 weeks. Ronald Acuna, 10 for 424 with 2 bombs. Ozzy Albies, 2 bombs. Okay. Last 7 days. Acuna, 8 for 60, 500. Acuna is cooking. And then I'll take the pitch mix down. Last 7 days versus righties in general. Acuna, 2 bombs. 8 for 26, 2 bombs. Uh, Ozzy Albies kind of cooling off a little bit. Eli White, uh, exit velos and stuff look pretty good. So, what's the lineup here? Looking like Olson, Acuna for sure. Profile, flip it on over to the lefties one more time. Profile, two extra base hits and a bomb in the last 7 days, 11% K rate. He's going to be in play for that alone. Olsen, Profar, Acuna, right? That's like that 1, 2, 3 lineup right there. So I'm gonna like the 1, 2, 3 punch in some shape, form, or fashion. And when you look at Baldwin is either cooling down or what, right? Like he's actually going through a cooling down period versus right hand pitching. Because if I go up one more week, then Baldwin, yeah, not gonna worry about Baldwin right now. But in the spot that he's in the cleanup spot, it don't take nothing but a hit. Anybody, these major league people, batters, they can get a hit. And then on top of that, they're not pretty much striking out that much. Either whether it's lefties right here or let's see righties the last 7 days. Not too many of them striking out. So anything can happen there. Anything. Anything. First three batters is ones I kind of like though. Flipping it over here to the Washington side of things, you get a Waltrip on the mound. He did have some good K stuff. Waltrip is kind of like drifting off a little bit. Taking a look at his game logs here, so we can't get it pulled up. All right, well, whatever. So let me go over here. Waltrip. You said Green Checkman, Carroll, Ramirez, Langoliers. I like Ramirez and Langoliers. I'd like them too for sure. Um, Waldrop, yeah, Waldrop. So Waldrop, man, it's kind of like going, in a different direction right now. The walks, right? Two walks, 5, 4 in his last 3 games. The strikeouts, remember, right here, he was getting his strikeouts on. Sold the motherfucker right here. He got 0 versus Miami. Then he had 9, 5, and 4. So, giving up 8 earned runs to Houston last time out. Prior to that, he hasn't given up more than 2 runs. So, at the end of the day, you get Washington here. Uh, I don't bet many of the righties here. So, I'll flip right over to the lefties. And the lefty's the one who's been, doing the heavy lifting as of late. Last 4 weeks there. This is how they've looked. We already know who's been doing the heavy lifting or whatever the case may be. So for some reason, I don't know if it's a setting I have on or something, but I can't see the pitch mix or none of the stuff for this game, right? But just raw numbers right here. I'll leave it like this. And last 2 weeks, Dale Lau, 15 for 39, 7 extra base hits, 3 bombs. James Wood, average exit velo is 104 with 4 extra base hits, 6 for 26. Luis Garcia, we know once he gets hot, he can hit with the best of them. Josh Bell, average exit velo 100 last 2 weeks with 3 bombs, and his K rate is down, so his exit velo log should look green, pretty green, right? Pretty green. All them blank spots are strikeouts. Single, line out, strikeout, fly out, single, strikeout. Those home runs came probably like last week, but at the end of the day, he is who he is. It's just hard for me to put a read on Waldrop right now, coming off a game where he gave up 8 runs. Uh, you know, I would like to know what his strikeouts is. Sitting at 4.5. Take a look and see what we can see here. Um, Last 30 days. Washington, sixth in striking out versus righties. Last 30 days, last 14 days. Uh, Washington, 13th was 20 was WRC plus with 107. Last 7 days, Washington, fifth in 200 plate appearances with a 67 WRC plus. And those numbers are kind of all over the place right there, which makes me want to lean to take a check, take a look and see what they got his outs recorded at. Um, 15 and a half. Waldrip, 15 and a half. Hmm. So he's hit that number in his first So he's on his last two games. He hasn't hit that number. Let's leave it at that. Okay. He hasn't hit that number. Prior to that, he's hit that number in one, two, three, four, five, six straight games. Does he have the ability to hit that number? Yes. Uh, does he have the ability to hit the strikeouts? Yes. At 4.5, both of them is in play. Like I said, he hasn't given up more than two earned runs only. He's given up more than one earned run twice this year, and that's back-to-back games. Is Waldrop gonna pitch good this year today? If we do think he can pitch good today, we can attack him on different markets and different types of ways. We can attack him in strikeouts. We can attack him in pitching outs. You can also attack him in other ways, earn runs. Uh, you can look on these pick'em sites and you can look at fantasy score, right? If you think he's gonna, you know what I'm saying, fantasy score, you can look at him like that because um, what about, let's see, pitcher fantasy score. You'll get somebody like Waldrop at 26 and a half, right? So where's he at? 26 and a half. So 5 innings would be 15. Five strikeouts would be 30, right? Then if you get the win was like what? I think it's 6 points. And then a quality start would be like 4. You're looking at 30 something points there. 15, you're looking at 40 points there. And let's say he give up 3 runs. That's three apiece. Then you want to negate 9 from that, right? That'd be 31. So his fantasy score is at 26. So we roughly now we teetering, right? We teetering. You know what I'm saying? So that's another way that you could figure things out as far as looking at pitcher fantasy score and stuff like that. Okay. Do I think he can get there? I mean, he's been getting there. He's been getting there. What's been the? He's been getting there, and he's on his strikeouts. He's shown upside on the strikeouts. I'm not trying to make a case for his ass, though. I ain't even gonna lie. I just didn't get a chance to look at this slate, and I'm talking shit out. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you never know what's gonna happen here. As far as the bats here, it's the lefties for me. Those are the ones that are in play. This could be enough to scare your ass off of him. Could be enough. Last 7 days versus pitch mix. Uh, hmm. Or I could take the pitch mix down and just versus right hand pitching. Um, Dalen Lyle, right? If you want to look at somebody at least for a hit, then there you go. Uh, Josh Bell, the barrel has been there for him. He's a ticket time bomb. He could go. Last 2 weeks versus right hand pitcher, no pitch mix. Whatever, right? Whatever. I ain't gonna go that far last 3 weeks or nothing like that. But Dalen Lau looks like one guy here that, I could probably take a hit for a hit or something like that. Let me see. Uh Dalen Lau. Where would he be hitting at? Projected cleanup, HRRs or something like that. Or I don't know. Which bats look better? Loving the form that Olsen is in, right? I probably wouldn't take Acuna for a bomb, but he's probably loading up. You know, he's probably loading up. What's up, Ed? What's the deal? Let me refresh this. For me in this game, truth be told, so when you're looking at these guys here, I mean, from Garcia on down, wouldn't mind taking anybody for a hit. And then, I mean, the first 3 batters here, you know, baseball is so fucking weird, bro. And I ain't gonna say weird. It's so volatile that when it comes for me picking sides, it's so volatile, so volatile, so volatile. Wasn't planning on looking at the full slate like this. We got 44. Okay, so we've been going for 44 minutes. I do not want to do that. Do not want to make this a full-time thing today, right? Oh shit, man. Y'all crazy. So Cleveland and Detroit, uh so um at home, right? Uh at home, Jack Flaherty, the lefties, right? So he's got a lefty problem. And then at home, that's where it's at. He's giving up 11 bombs total, and then six at home. Okay, to lefties here. I can see instances where I mean shit. You're looking at the lefties, man. Should I bring it in lately? Nolan Jones, two bombs, 27% barrel rate there, 15% K rate. Cal Manzardo, last month, four bombs, 22 barrel rate, fly ball and pull there is there. And then, Jose Ramirez, he is who he is, right? Uh, lately, last 2 weeks for Jose, 7 for 21. Fly ball pull air is there. He might be ready to go, right? He might be ready to go. A few of these guys, Manzardo last 2 weeks, 7 for 12, 583 batting average. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this damage probably coming off the fastball. Let's see. And Flaherty could Flaherty could Flaherty can Flaherty can do this or he can do that, man. But the top two pitches there would put Kyle Manzardo in play, as you can see. uh, two bombs off that secondary pitch, and he's 4 for 7 off that primary pitch. Would he strike out? Probably. I mean, he's got a 5% K rate, so he's cooking right now. You know what I'm saying? 8% K rate for Ramirez, and a 8% K rate for Quan. Quan is in play for a hit. This Kafis kid's got a couple bombs. I just don't know of what I want to do in this situation. Do you feel this could? This feels like a situation where um, what's the name could sail here, right? The pitcher. Now, Manzardo, last 7 days, fly ball and 50 and 50, 33 and 50. Somebody's getting ready to take his ass deep. One of these lefties getting ready to smoke him today. We'll see what it's going to be. I do like Ramirez. Can't talk you off Manzardo. They both look good, man. They do. Um, then on the flip side here, looking at Cleveland here, um, man, I mean not Cleveland, Detroit. I'm sorry. Gavin Williams, then the lefties. Okay, Gavin Williams on the road. So it was the lefties, right? Okay, he got a high walk rate to lefties on the road. Whatever. Um, looking at these boys here, it was hard for me to figure it out. I was looking at the last 2 weeks. It was hard for me to figure it out. I mean, Carey's got two bombs in the last 2 weeks. He's only 3 for 10, but his power numbers are there. 104 exit velo. Strikeouts, you got to stomach that. You got to stomach the strikeouts, right? Riley Green, 2 Ks. I mean, two bombs. Two bombs for Parker Meadows. Parker Meadows was definitely very interesting versus that fastball. Very interesting versus that fastball. 4 hits, two extra base hits, two bombs on that fastball. The curveball, not a big fan of that curveball, but man, if he catches that fastball, he could definitely lift every voice and sing on that motherfucker. So 50, he's throwing that fastball 50% of the time. This is the last 2 weeks now. Kerry Carpenter, um, on that fastball. He's got two bombs on that fastball in the last 2 weeks, and then Riley Green, right? So uh, Riley Green has got a bomb on that curveball. He's 0 of 8 as of late on that fastball. So lately, who's been seeing that fastball good? It's been Carpenter and Parker Meadows been seeing that fastball good for the lefties, okay? For the lefties, right? So it is what it is. If I was to take the pitch mix down here, just went straight versus right hand pitching, then Kerry Carpenter looking pretty good there, right? Last 2 weeks, 3 bombs, exit velo, average exit velo looks nice. Riley Green looks okay. Last 7 days, no pitch mix, just right hand pitching. Yeah, Kerry Carpenter 5 for 14, 2 bombs. So it is what it is with that situation. You'll have to, and Riley Green has 2 bombs as well. You just have to stomach the strikeouts there. Um, Flaherty's K's. Can he get there? I'm sure he can get there. Can he get lit up? Sure he can get lit up. Can he pitch well? Sure he can pitch well. One thing about him, he doesn't go over 5 innings a lot. Athletics in Boston here. Um, I like the Athletics bats here for some reason. I ain't gonna say for some reason, but I can see this is. I like the Athletics bats here. Kurtz historically has done well versus this pitch mix, as you can see. 30 extra base hits, 16 bombs. If I bring it in as of late there, last month, um, you know, Cortez is the wild card here. He's been looking pretty good. Then you got Tyler Storson. We know what he can do. Nick Kurtz still look good right there. But Cortez has been interesting. It's been an interesting case here. Cortez has been an interesting case. 3 hit last month, 3 hits are better on every pitch except for one. 2 bombs on that slider, one on that curveball, 1 bomb on that fastball. Barrel rolling and everything looking good right there. Bringing it in the last 2 weeks. 3 bombs for Kurtz in the last 3 weeks, 3 bombs for Cortez. You notice this team, this is a true man. Don't let me get a hot. They have some true don't let me get hot players over here, right? Because Cortez get hot, Butler get hot, you don't want to see him, right? Soderstrom gets hot, you don't want to see him. Cortez then got hot. You know what I'm saying? 3 bombs in the last, man, 3 bombs, no striking out. Man, this boy here, boy, he didn't got hot in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Exit velo, fuck the exit velo. Look, bomb, bomb, bomb. What you want to say? Double, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that at the end of the day. And then you look at your boy, Kurtz, home run on the 13th. Um, home run on last week. So, let me see. Pitches here for Nick Kurtz. Down that damage come off the fastball, which he's throwing 43% of the time. Moving, I can show his full pitches here. The changeup is the next pitch. He's giving up 7 home runs on that fastball, 7 home runs on that changeup. I didn't really key in on that changeup. I think that'd be a good thing to do real quick. I can take these pitches down, add in the changeup, and just get a good grasp on where they're throwing and where they're throwing it at, and who's hitting what. And Nick Kurtz, lo and behold, Nick Kurtz got 4 bombs on that changeup, right? So Nick Kurtz is definitely interesting. Full season, looking at the pitches one more time, 9 bombs on that fastball, 4 bombs on that changeup, 3 bombs on that slider, 2 bombs on that curveball. Kurt wins the race for me right now. So it is what it is, right? Kurt wins the race for me. Bring it back to the last 2 weeks. But, I cannot count out Cortez, right? One thing about Cortez, he catch a fastball, kiss it goodbye, I guess, right now. Soderstrom, I can't deny what he's done. You know what I'm saying? Lawrence Butler's no power numbers there, but hits could be in play. I could take down the pitch mix here. And just versus right hand pitching in general. Cortez. Oops, there's another bomb. 4 in the last 2 weeks. 3 for Kurtz, whatever the case may be. Lawrence Butler he's just out there hitting, right? So it is what it is, right? Last 7 days, Lawrence Butler, man. He just ain't hitting for power right now. But 4 for 11. Cortez 4 for 8. Kurtz last 7 days versus righties 1 for 9. What that one was a bomb. So there is some strikeouts here, and Giolito is a veteran, right? But he's pitching his worst to lefties. He's given up 17 bombs to lefties. To righties, Giolito has given up. Wait a minute. He giving up that many bombs? He can't have given up that many bombs. What? Let me see. He ain't give up that many bombs, man. 50 of them, 40 of the motherfuckers. Let me see, Giolito. Already? Season is over. Well, damn. Mm. Yeah, he ain't giving up that many bombs. What the fuck was I looking at then? Oh shit. That's 2023. How? No wonder. Wow. How'd that happen? Mm, I gotta go back. How the fuck did that shit get on 2023? Tripping. Mm. I gotta look at that change up again now. It's the same thing. 50, 31. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. He pitching a little bit better though, Giolito. Right. It's the same thing. Okay. Okay. So bring it back one more time. Let me see. What's the projected lineup here? Cortez not even projected lineup. I have to see who's gonna be in the lineup, man. I'm gonna like Kurtz, man. Soderstrom, I'm gonna like Soderstrom too, man. I didn't even take a look at the righties. I look at them the last month here. Flip it over. Um, Jack Hilloff looking good. Jacob Wilson hit machine. Mm. Brent Rooker. Okay. Brent Rooker. Average exit velo been 100 the last 7 days. Bomb. Line out. Mm. To Boston side. So Barnett, righties, lefty. He only pitched what? 3 games. Um, 66, 106, 102, and 76 pitches. Outs, Ks, hits, 7 hits, 4 extra base hits, 3 extra base hits. Mm, walks. Mm, let me see something. He was walking the shit out of folks. And yeah, and giving up runs. Nigga, have cash what? What time is it? Ain't no way. Yo, I thought that game came on at 12:30, man. Oh no, man. You got to be kidding me, man. I'm done with y'all ass, man. Y'all cheating. Oh, y'all fuck me. We just went over this. Damn. I thought that game came on at 12:30, man. Mm. Well, everything was right there. Everything was right there. Everything was right there. Who did what, man? Damn. Shit. Damn, I missed it, bro. Mm-mm-mm. Everything was right there, man. Everything was right there. I'm salty as hell behind that shit. I thought that game came on later, man. Just a little bit later. I think I shouldn't even bet now. Shit, I shouldn't even bet now. That just sucked the life out of my ass. I'm salty. Cubs could probably get starting to get ready to get back hot. I'm sick. I'm salty as fuck though. I ain't even finna stunt. Damn, that's crazy. We bet every day. Not even gonna trip, right? The next game, I don't got nothing for that game. Nothing for that game. Tyler Wells, his strikeouts, man. Mm. Uh, Verlander, San Francisco. Shit. Man, Devers and okay. I don't want to bet none of them. Who's in this Baltimore lineup? Oh shit! You know what? Will Benson, bro. I was looking at Will Benson. Oh, wait a minute. Will Benson. Hold up. Let me go back. He hitting third too. Will Benson. Let me go back. I'll come back to Boston. Cincinnati. I looked at him last night. Palante to lefties. Where they at? At home. Okay. Damn. At home. Benson. 5 for 9, 3 bombs. 3 for 7 in the last 7 days with 3 bombs. He will strike out. But, hmm, 2 bombs in the last week. The last 2 weeks, he's got 3 bombs, 4 extra base hits. Exit velos. If he ain't striking out, he's pretty much hitting the ball hard. All of it come off that fastball. Don't know how much he's throwing it. 64% of the time. He's throwing that fastball 64% of the time. And the last 2 weeks, Benson has 3 bombs off of that. I'm glad it clicked. I just thought about it. His fly ball last 2 weeks up there, 71 pull airs there. We know uh, he hasn't done it many times this year, but he can get hot as fuck on that fastball. I mean, in general, right? He can get hot as hell. He's throwing that fastball 64% of the time. Here it is. He's batting last 2 weeks. He's batting 600 off of it. What was that last whatever? Yeah, just lately he's been crushing it, right? And for everybody else, 64% of the time, this is what they look like versus the fastball. 5 bombs for Benson, 8 for Ellie. What's the lineup? Benson, Lux, Hayes, Marte. Ellie got pushed back. I'm salty behind that shit. Mm. I'm salty behind that shit. Man. All right, so Benson is one of those guys. That's who I looked at last night. I definitely did. Tyler O'Neill in the lineup. Tyler O'Neill is a home run candidate, man. And yeah, he's a home run candidate. Who's that? Perdomo, Marino, Devers, Adames, Olson, mm, Wood, Lyle. All right, let me go back to Boston real quick. But wait a minute. Let me see. Um, 12:15. That game's gonna come on. Mm. Who's hitting right? Who's in that lineup? Let me see. San Francisco, you got Adames hitting third behind Devers. Mm. Adames, Devers. Okay. I am going to first of all I'm going to Onyx. Anybody need a referral or something there to Onyx, then let me know. Bet $10, you can get 100. Give you four $25 bets. I'm gonna go with Onyx today. Onyx ain't been giving me that. I ain't been getting that Illinois tax. Pirates got three. What they do? That game finna hit the over. I'm Joey Bart, a 3-1 shot probably. Damn, you get a Benson home run for 575. I'm gonna take my chances on a Benson HRR. I'll split it up. I'm gonna take a Benson HRR and a Benson bomb. Fuck it, just to see. Yeah, boy, giving it up, man. That boy there, man. I am going to. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take an HRR for Tyler O'Neill. Not nothing I seen or nothing like that, but I'm gonna step out on faith on this one. No logical reason. I'm gonna step out on faith. And minus 137. I don't know if I want to lay that. Maybe I'll put that in a parlay. How about I just go Tyler O'Neill and Benson so far? Two HRRs. Benson, I got that for like 107, man. I'll take that. I don't want to get too wrapped up into this. We'll do a parlay, a hits runs and RBIs parlay. Will Benson 1.5. Um, I'll take. I actually don't mind Lyle and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Olsen. Olsen. Wait a minute. Acuna. I like Olsen, Acuna, and Profile. Maybe go Acuna HRRs. Olsen is a bomb candidate. Dalen Lau is a HRR candidate. Hits. Garcia hits. Wood, Abrams, Bell, all of them. But if Waldrop come out here pitching good, it could be ugly. It could be ugly. So I'm gonna have to do give me some more lineups. Ain't no more lineups out yet. Damn. Kurtz. Oh my God. The bats are starting to show up. Cause I really like Vladdy too. I really like Vladdy too. I like Gosman. I want to take Gosman for mm, mm, mm. Pavetta strikeouts could be in play. He's got that shit though. Reagan's. I'm for a nice number. I'm gonna want to take a stab at his K's. If we get a nice number on his K's, then I want to take a stab at it. Woodruff, best K spot on the board at 7.5. What's the name? Just had 10 yesterday. Freddie, like that. Um, don't know what I want to. Don't know what I want to do here for just Minnesota with Gill and Todd's. Jacob DeGrom. His Ks are doable at 5.5. They are doable. I might end up going there. Weathers, McKay, Brown. That's of course. I can't. 10.5 in there. Lazardo and Snell. We got some good pitching matchups here. They in play. So what I will do here real quick, um, I'll put a $5 card together and prize picks real quick. Uh, and then I'll bounce back here. Let's go to uh let's go to strikeouts. Tyler Wells, come on man, I'm gonna put you up there for real quick. Waldrip, I'm gonna put you up there real quick at 5. Uh, Flaherty should be able to get there. Gosman, I'm looking at Gosman for the win today, right? I'm looking at Gosman for the win today and the money line. I feel like if I'm gonna go to money line, I'm probably gonna take his win, right? Gosman, Brandon 5.5 Ks. Can he get there? Probably can get there. Giolito 5 Ks. Pavetta 5.5. Woodruff 7.5. Reagan 6. Damn. Reagan's just coming off the 2. He did just strike the fuck out them people though, man. 10 innings, 20 strikeouts. Shit, he did good. Um, Pitcher fancy score. How about Wells, Waldrop fancy score? Let's go 31 for Gosman. Don't sell me, Gosman. Mm-hmm. 31, 31, 31. Take a quick glance at pitching outs. Waldrop, 2 more minutes. I'm gonna take come on, load up. I'm gonna take Acuna, HRR, behind Olsen and Acuna HRR, behind Olsen and Profar. That's a plus 450 right now. Just for right now. Toronto, that's just for right now. Damn, Oakland and Kurtz. Damn. I'm gonna have to put Kurtz in there. 1.5 HRR. Acuna, Kurtz, Benson, O'Neal. You can't do round robins on this motherfucker. I didn't have no bat y'all to make me look at that shit. Now I got bats. I definitely want to do a home run parlay with Benson. That game's about to go live. Olson. I'm getting 450 for Olson. Tyler O'Neill, 290 for Tyler O'Neill. 290. It was it. Ramirez, Manzardo, Carey. Mm. My home run targets. I need to look at that Yankees game, but my home run targets. They coming in. They coming in these early games. These games just getting ready to come on. Uh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep it funky, man. I'm gonna go to Kurtz. That's four. I'm gonna go to Bonds, man. Carry Bonds. 437. Manzardo and Ramirez and Riley Green. All four of them bomb candidates. We can't round robin on Onyx. There's an error placing your bets. I think probably because that game went live. Oh, I got it in. That's a 5 leg, but I'm gonna have to round robin it somewhere else. Let me go do that. The pitching props, none of those pitching props. I'm gonna take. It's gonna be in there. I'm gonna have to go back and bet all of them straight and round robin those. So let me round robin them right now. So you got a better number for Onyx giving you 290 on Tyler O'Neill. DraftKings give you 345. Olsen, they're giving us some decent home run numbers. Kurtz 300. I gotta wait just a little bit so I can get Benson on this round robin. They batting first. That's what that is. Oh, there you go, right there. Okay. You can't reuse here. Mm. All right. Well, um, let's see. Wells, Waldrop, Gosman. Mm. They giving us Woodruff pitching outs, Jacob DeGrom pitching outs. This is Houston. Damn, they giving us 17 and a half. Shit, Blake Snell, Philly, Cosman, 18 and a half. One, two, three. Pitching, pitcher fantasy score. What he at? On the road? On the road. I can go 666 for these guys. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go that route. That's 6 plays right there. I could also take the 7.5 for Brandon Woodruff and or the 7.5 of the 17.5 pitching outs or Woodruff. What's his fucking fantasy score? Woodruff have been giving up some runs and shit as of late though. I got a few more minutes. I can check it out. I want to go back here to the Boston Tide things real quick and Barnett, he can give up some runs and stuff like that. I was looking at a righty, probably some righties over here. Let's see. Yeah, I was looking at some righties over here, and Trevor Story. Um, Last month, 12 for 33. Navarez, 8 for 20, 7 extra base hits and 3 bombs. Fly ball and everything's there. Him, Romy Gonzalez, and Trevor Story would strike out though. What was he throwing? The fastball 56% of the time. Hmm. Top 2 pitches, Navarez hitting. So Navarez, Trevor Story, Navarez, you're looking at hits all the way up. You can look at hits all the way up to a bomb for those guys, man. Couldn't talk you off of it. Romy Gonzalez hits HRR, something like that. Probably, possibly full game over, things like that as well. Uh, I can take the pitch mix down just for righties. Mm, Story. Mm. Story, Navarez. Those are the two I like. Story Navarez. Navarez showing power, boy. Yeah, Story Navarez. Those are two I like. Let's move real quick. Tampa Bay, Toronto. I definitely like. So Vladdy, right? They probably get ready to get at Seymour. And I see Jackson like the under 15 and a half pitching outs for Seymour. I might take that. I might take that. Okay. Um, they like 5.5 strikeouts for DeGrom, 5.5 for Crow Reagans, who's been gone for a long time. Uh, McKay Brown under 14 and a half pitching outs. Might take a stab at that because these boys don't strike out. So that could be an under. I might roll with Jackson today. Under 15 and a half pitching outs for Seymour versus this team here. Might take a stab at that. Lazardo over 5.5 strikeouts. Okay. I might roll with Jackson on some of this shit. So, Vladdy, right? So it's different because he's facing a lefty. So, I like Vladdy though. I do. Uh, we'll see what's gonna happen. But Toronto. I don't like him for no bomb or nothing like that though, but it is what it is. Um, Clement historically has hit lefties. Bichette out. Sad to see that. Uh, Vladdy. Yeah. So bring it in. Last month versus lefties. Vladdy. 9-4-11 versus pitch mix batting 800. Right. No strikeouts. Fly ball and pull errors down. I'm not worried about it. Vlad is a hit candidate, a two-hit candidate, shit like that, right? This is what he does. 4 hits on that changeup that he's throwing 48% of the time, and 2 hits on that fastball. It is what it is, though. Extra velo logs, mm, you know what I'm saying? So lefties, you just haven't seen a lot of lefties. But it seems like every time he's seeing lefties, he's getting busy. Okay. Last 2 weeks, however you want to look at it. He's 7 for 8 in the last 2 weeks. Just in case you want to see how spaced out it is, he's 7 for 8 in the last 2 weeks, and that's his his exit velo logs. Last 7 days, he's 3 for 3. I could take the pitch mix down and just look at lefties in general. So he's 3 for 3 versus lefties last 2 weeks. No pitch mix on 7 for 9. Same old song though. Same old song. Last 3 weeks. I like Vladdy. Springer gonna do what he gonna do too. You know. Springer gonna do what he gonna do too. We know what type of time Springer's been on this year. The lefties, I don't know, right? I don't know about the lefties. Lefties, left on left crime, they ain't been doing shit. You see that last month versus this pitch mix. I could take the pitch mix down though, and then see how things worked out for them. Not how we expected it to be working out. Seymour has a 31% K rate to lefties so far. I do want to pull the trigger on Toronto, but I'm just something's telling me, man. Something telling me don't do it, right? Gosman been on one, right? 9 innings, 100 pitches. 8 innings, 105 pitches, 105 pitches. 7 innings, 96, 96. 6 innings, 94. 5 innings, 96. The pitches are there, right? He's averaging 90 pitches probably over his last 10 games. Averaging about seven over 6 innings. You know what I'm saying? The thing about that is, can they win this game? Because me, I'm trying to go to I'm trying to go to record a win, right? So to record a win, You're going to get it at a plus 146 on the road in a small ballpark. What do I do? Kevin Gosman to get a win because I know he can pitch long enough to get it. I know that. It's are they going to be able to hit? I do want to see what this lineup looks like. You're gonna need Clement in there. I think you're gonna need more righties than lefties in there. Gonna need more righties than lefties in there. Seymour's been striking motherfucking lefties out. Or his pitching outs. He's been crushing his pitching outs. You're gonna get that at a plus 137, 18 and a half. They daring us to do that. They daring us to take it. Sometimes the shit looks fishy, right? Um, he's hit that number in one, two, three straight games, 7, 8, 9 innings, 6, 5, and then 7, 7. If these motherfuckers Tampa Bay can start hitting them a little bit, then it's gonna be weary. He just faced Tampa Bay once this season, this year. Uh, he went 5.2 innings. That was back in May, though. He ain't faced him a long time since he's been in rare form. I think it's a good bet on some dig in your pocket, talk to your homies type shit. Bet, motherfucker. But man, you gotta look, you gotta look, you gotta look, you gotta look, gotta look. So, what do I do like? Vladdy, right? Um, Boy, do I want to take that plus money. They're hanging that shit out there. They are hanging that shit out there. Let me see his hitting game log. 2 hits, no hits, no hits, 1 hits, 3 hits, 1 hit, 0, 3, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2. He was on fire right there. 3, 2, 4, 2, 2, 3. 0, 1, 3, 1, 0, 0, 2. He gets a lefty. We'll see what he gonna do, man. Straight up, we'll see what he gonna do. I like Vladdy, but not for a bomb though. I can't. I'm not. I don't bet Vladdy bombs. I think the A's and Marlins on the way up. Yep, for sure. Um, Boy, 2 walks. Boy, 2 walks. Mm. Um, and then from here on out, like I think it's a more of a pitching thing here for me from here on out. Because I mean, next game up, we got the Mets and San Diego, and we have Peterson and Pavetta on the mound. Right? I want to take a stab at Pavetta's pitching. Got struck out so bad, but I'm scared against this team. Damn, Bart. Oh no! Please don't. Please don't. But yeah, Pavetta, 26% K rate to righties, to lefties, 26% K rate to lefties. They will be on the road here. Uh, I believe. Don't give me the line. Hold up. The Mets. They scored one. Yeah, they will be on the road here, where on the road to lefties, 26% K rate. On the road to righties, 21% K rate. So this is where he's more vulnerable at on the road to righties. He's giving up 13 home runs to righties. On the road, his K percentage goes down. He's giving up 8 of those 13 home runs to righties. Now, Pavetta does throw a fastball, and uh, to righties, he throws a fastball at 46% of the time, giving up 6 bombs. And then to lefties, um, he throws a fastball at 54% of the time. Now, uh, they do hit, this team hits fastballs, right? So I'll put the fastballs up there, and I can just go full season because I know they hit fastballs, right? So that's another thing that I could be skeptical of. Soto, 11 bombs on that fastball. Lindor, 11 bombs on that fastball alone. They're going to be in that lineup. And then to righties, um, he's averaging 50% fastball in general. P. Alonso, 10 bombs on that fastball. So, they got some guys that can hit that fastball. And then, like I said, he's pitching his worst to righties on the road. So, if I bring it in, throw the full pitch mix down there and bring it on in, the righties are the one that'll strike out, right? As of the last month, three extra base hits, four extra base hits, three bombs, 99 average exit velo for Peter Alonso. Fly ball up, pull airs down, right? So barrel was there, so it is what it is. Bringing it on in, keeping an eye out on these strikeouts over here. They're getting more red, and then they're starting to get a little bit more ass, right? So Pete Alonso 1 for 11. The current form don't look so good. And like I said, Pavetta does have a 26% K rate versus righties. Uh, to the lefties here, um, full pitch mix. Last month, we'll definitely will see how they look. And I'm definitely keeping an eye on the strikeouts. And sometimes you got to look at the strikeouts, look who's in the lineup, and then you could kind of like make a decision there. Three bombs for Soto the last 3 weeks. That's a lot of time. Bring it back to the last 2 weeks though. Soto 1 bomb. Now, last 2 weeks, these guys been looking like they've been striking out. That's another thing you want to pay attention to. Last 2 weeks, lefties and righties been striking out. Let's go take a look real quick and make sure, right? So, last 2 weeks, New York Mets, 6 and striking out, 26% K rate, 104 WRC plus, indicating they can hit righties. Last 30 days, though, they looked good. So, they went from 6. They went from 6 the last 2 weeks back here, New York Mets, all the way back here to 28th the last month. So they went from last month, they wasn't striking out, 141 WRC plus, can indicating that they've been hot. Then last 2 weeks there, boom. Um, they've been striking out. We just seen that reflection right here on the lefties and the righties. That's how you can proof work it. That's how you can make these tools work for you. Make it work for you. You know what I'm saying? And then you could cross check shit. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Then having check the last 7 days, but like I said, you can check the last 7 days here, and you can just gauge where things been changing up, where things happen. New York Mets bounce back to the top 10, whatever the case may be. Harry Potter, what's the deal, right? What's the deal? So you can definitely do that. Now, but they've been all over the place, as you can see. They've been, even if you want to look at the full season, they've been all over the place, right? Just in general, New York Mets versus right hand pitching, striking out, full season, 22%, 20% K rate, a little bit above average. Damn, I said Burleson, didn't I? That's crazy. That's extremely crazy work right there, bro. Straight up. That's extreme crazy work. I didn't even bet on them. But let me shut up. Let me shut up. I wouldn't bet a bomb on him, no way. I wouldn't. So yeah, he would have definitely cashed my HRR. He would have definitely done that. So that's why I'm looking at, man. I'm skeptical about the strikeouts. But Pavetta does got that shit. I'm skeptical about the strikeouts. Taking a look at his game logs. For Cincy, where did that come from, right? 100 pitches, 4Ks. Like, what are we doing? 7Ks versus Colorado. Okay, cool. So from the looks of this right here, it's just gonna be a fade for me. If I think he can pitch good, now the pitch has been there. 103, 101, 109, 93, 83, 99, 101. If I think he can pitch good, maybe I need to take a look at the pitching outs because that just scared the fuck out of me right there. I ain't gonna stunt, right? Pitcher props. This strikeout sitting at 5.5, minus 128. He probably can get him, but he's throwing that fastball a little bit too much for me. Pitching outs here. Where are they? They don't have the pitching outs. Might be some weather related. Might be weather related. New York Mets might be weather related. They'll probably put it up there later on once they get a good grasp on the weather. Uh, any one of the usual suspects can take him yard though, straight up. They're good fastball hitting. They got some good fastball hitting batters over there. San Diego. I kind of did a breeze through this team. Don't know. I'll tell you, they got a lefty on the mound. Machado has been, hitting lefties his whole career. Okay, that's one thing. I don't think it's nothing else that really was standing out to me, bro. Straight up. But Machado, he's historically hit lefties, so we know that. So he's in play just because of that sole purpose. Flipping it over to the righties right here. Um, Oh, Loriano. I'm done with Loriano, right? He's forever green, man. He forever green, and that motherfucker forever green, and I don't see it. Last 2 weeks he's got two bombs there. No, he's got one bomb. Fernando Tatis trying to come on, whatever, right? I took extremely too much time here. Did not want to do that. I wanted to at least go here for about an hour and then fire back up for the NFL. How much time I probably got? Mm mm mm. Uh, so not my favorite, right? Not my favorite right now. I'm gonna just keep it moving. Uh, Kansas City, Seattle, Bryce Miller. I'm not a fan of this kid, Bryce Miller. Cole Reagan's coming back. His strikeouts is in play to me. They ain't play to me. Don't know if I'm gonna go there because looking at the numbers, Seattle has been hitting left hand pitching, right? But Cole Reagan's got that shit, man. He's been gone for about 2 months, I think, or more. Cole Reagan's. He's been gone for about 3 months. Strikeouts from the start: 3, 10, 11, 10, 8, 4, 11, 8, 7, 4. Right? Minors. 20 strikeouts, 10 innings, 7, 7, 6. 3 innings apiece, 7K, 7K, 6. So here's a guy that if he can pick up where he left off at, and man, if he can pick up where he left off at, then you can find some value. You would have had to really get that shit last night, though, if you ask me. But 6Ks to the minus 134, 7, 150, 8, 308, right? 8 sounds like, hey, man, you remember me, you know? 8, because that's what his line to be around there. 9 is like, oh, ho, 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 ho. 10 is like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how many pitches he's slated to go. This is his first game back in the majors. He had 3 starts before that. They just was like, damn, he's still coming out there whiffing motherfuckers. As you can see, of course, it was the Mayans or whatever the case may be, but man, 3 innings, 7Ks, 3 innings, 7Ks, 3 innings, 6Ks in the minors. Well, you can go back to the 7th where he had 7Ks. On the 12th, he had 7Ks. They're like, we had enough of this shit. Send him on. You know what I'm saying? So, man, 3 innings, 7Ks, bro. Damn, what can he do to these motherfuckers? What can he do to these motherfuckers today? I don't know. What I will say is, I don't know, bro. In the current form that they uh, in the current form that Seattle's in, last 30 days versus lefties, uh, Seattle 12th striking out 24%, 116 WRC plus, still a high number. 24%. Now they going backwards though, 18%. 179 plate appearances, 132 WRC plus, indicating they be smacking motherfucking lefties around. Last 7 days, Seattle, 85 plate appearances, not that much. 20% K rate. It is what it is. Still not satisfied. Okay, well, we'll look on the road versus left hand pitching. Now that's where it kind of got tricky to me because when I clicked the button, boom, they was number 2 over the course of the last 30 days on the road versus left-hand pitching, 107 WRC plus with a 30% K rate. But then it's almost indicating like, okay, we about to get hot. Boom. Last last um last 14 days on the road versus lefty, they go from number what 1, 2, 3, all the way down here to 19. So lately, what's that my doorbell? Like y'all can hear it. No, that wasn't my doorbell. So it's a toss up. That's all I'm saying. It's a toss up, man. It's a toss up. Last but not least, Cole Reagan's. I have to start searching, right? Motherfucker been out for 3 months. I need to start searching for pitch counts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that because I need to know. Or I'll just Cole Reagan's news and work my way around because I have to figure it out, man. Expected to return to the building. Two heavy absent allowing just one run. That's what the left can's trying to return after his rehab and impact on the cover. And use this shit, man. AI and all that shit, man. Use that shit, man. Ask that shit, man. You sitting around just be like, man, I need to ask AI. Be detailed. I would have to, and then you can go to X too. Shit. See if we see if he get on pitch count or something like that. Mm, latest. I'm scared, man. I don't know how long he gonna pitch, and like I said, these motherfuckers been balling. I don't know. These motherfuckers been balling. Saint Seattle. So whatever, right? Uh, I do think Bryce Miller they can hit him. So that's that. I probably won't be messing with any bats because I do really want to mess with the strikeouts. I want to stick my hand in that fire, man, for them strikeouts. I want to stick my neck out there. But at the end of the day, I do think they can hit Bryce Miller here, Kansas City. Bobby Witt is off the chain right now. Last 2 weeks versus pitch mix, 12 for 5, 5 for 12, batting 400 on it. Um, hmm. That's where he's pitching his worst at to lefties. Vinny. Vinny power numbers are there. Yeah, Vinny power numbers are there. Take the pictures down. Vinny looks good. Vinny looks good. I don't know who this Carter Jensen kid is. 4 extra base hits, 3 extra base hits, 2 bombs in the last 7 days. Yikes. Double, home run, strikeout, home run, line out, strikeout. Hmm. See if that kid's in the lineup and yeah, he check his ass. All right, I'm not messing with any Angels bats going up against Woodruff right now, even though Woodruff has given up runs lately. Um, five, five runs to Toronto. Okay, go figure. 5 runs to Arizona. Hmm. But wait a minute. That's pretty much what he's done for the full season, right? Um, Two of those 3 games, he's got 8 Ks, including one game versus Arizona. He's got 8 Ks or more in one, two, three, four, five, 6 of his starts. So he's capable of hitting this strikeout prop versus this team. It's the Angels, right? Number one strikeout team in the league. So it is what it is, right? Woodruff is throwing. I'll be looking out for the fastball. He's definitely throwing that 46% of the time to lefties. To righties, okay. Now, to righties, his primary pitch is that sinker. It is not the fastball. They do hit the fastball pretty good. I will take a look at that sinker real quick. If they hit it, who don't hit a sinker though, right? Who don't hit a sinker? And they don't strike out much versus that sinker. So nobody really does. Angels, Angels, who don't hit the sinker for the Angels? Taylor Wood, 5 bombs on that. Throw the rest of the pictures up there real quick. Let me see something. Adele, 5 bombs last month. Strikeouts are there. Strikeouts are there. Adele. Trout, Ward, sitting down. Adele 0 for 8. He can go sit down. Neto down there. His strikeouts are there. So I'm not betting on that. On the flip side, Soriano, uh, big time ground ball pitcher. Don't think I'm gonna want to deal with those bats. I ain't gonna lie. I do want to look at Minnesota game, and probably that'll be it for me. Um, Minnesota going up against Luis Gil. 1 bomb to righties, 1 bomb to lefties. Um, he's pitched how many games since he's been back? I'm known him to have a little bit better K stuff. 43% fastball thrower. Royce Lewis and Buxton. Pretty spotty. What's up, my guy, Ma? What's up, Ma? How you doing? Flip over to the lefties real quick. Man, don't even get me started on that one. Good tides or bad tides. Don't get me started on that one. Trevor Larnick, last 7 days versus pitch mix. James Outman got 2 bombs. Gasper has a bomb. Trevor Larnick, exit velo, 95, 4 for 7. Uh, exit velo looked good. Had a home run versus whoever that is. Yeah, Trevor Larnick here. How about taking the pitches down? Taking the pitches down. Let's see something. Cody Clemens just versus right hand pitching alone. Last three last 7 days he's got 3 bombs. Altman's got 2. Larner's got 1. Warner's got 1. That's versus right hand pitching in general, right? When I put the pitch mix up there, uh, he ain't got no bomb off that pitch mix. So sometimes you might want to look that just versus that handedness will kind of like give you a indication if he's hot against that handedness. So versus that handedness, last 7 days, 6 hits, 18 at bats, 3 bombs, barrel is up, fly ball is there, pull air is there. So Cody Clemens, he could be one of those candidates. He is a candidate. If if you hot, if you got that glow, can't none of that shit stop your ass. If you got that glow, he 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 hot, Olsen hot, right? You want some hot motherfuckers? Him and Olsen hot right now. Him and Olsen got 5 home runs and 4 home runs in his last 5 games, and this motherfucker got 3 home runs in the last week. I should have been writing that shit down, but cause I know it's another bat out there that's on fire, right? I could take a look at it like this too. Let me see. Um, game day, um, home run target, hit streaks. I can go by hits, two total bases. I can go by extra base, 2+ total bases. How about that? Streaks, 2+ total bases. Streaks, I don't know, man. Streaks probably won't do it because Olsen won't pop up. They need home run streaks on that motherfucker. 2 total bases, extra base hits. Boy, the trail say which one we taking, Acuna for Olsen. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Just Acuna, Olsen for hits all the way up to a bomb. Acuna behind Olsen and on profile. Just take them for what they've been doing, man. Straight up. Take them for what they've been doing until they show you otherwise. I mean, Olsen, 4 home runs out of the last 5 games and 5 of 10. Acuna just been hitting. Profile hit one yesterday, and Profile looked good. But you put Acuna behind them too. Acuna's poised to probably get a hit or his HRRs. His HRRs could be blocked if Olsen is getting busy, right? Because if you're Olsen in front of me and I'm behind Olsen and Olsen keep hitting bombs behind me, that's gonna fucking fuck with my HRR. That means I have to do it all myself. I have to hit, get on that base, steal a base, shit like that. Speaking of stolen base, you can look at Kuna for a stolen base too. You know that the trail. You know that. So I would take them for what they've been doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll take them for what they've been doing. and until they prove me otherwise. Shit like that. Yeah, definitely. Um, so you ain't telling no lies. I'm going with his fancy on sleeper. Fashion ain't telling no lies. I'm going to sleeper in fast picks. Bet. For sure. For sure. Um, what the fuck was I doing? Um, oh, okay, Larnick and those boys. Yeah, so I mean, Buxton is gonna be who he is, man. Larnick just warm as hell right now, right? We can take a look at he's got a hit in three of his last five games. Last two games he's been in fuego. Last game he had a bomb. You know what I'm saying? And then Cody Clemens, look at his game log. Oh, see, I didn't know that. That must that motherfucker hit three bombs in one game. Wait, I might have to pump my brakes on that one. He had an outlier game. Mm, interesting. That was Cody. He had three bombs in one game. I'm not gonna let none of that shit deter me to the fact that Buxton. I keep missing him, man. I took him for a bomb yesterday. Whatever. New York. I heard whispers of Jazz. I definitely want to take a look there. But let me look at Todd's though. Let me see Todd's. Hmm. Hmm. Grisham. 65 fly ball. Lately, Ben Rice ain't struck out. Jazz. How about no pitches? Straight righties. Mm. I completely stopped betting on these motherfuckers for home runs. What's the dominant pitches for this kid? Yeah. Fastball 48% of the time. Three for Jazz, three for Grisham. I don't know, man. Uh, Judge and Stanton. Judge on one right now, huh? Fat motherfucker steady throwing fastballs to this man. I guess I would throw anything other than that motherfucker. Fastball just sound like a bomb. Of course, Judge and Stanton's in play, man. The lefties, I don't have no luck with them motherfuckers. When they get hot, I'm not betting them at the time, and all types of shit, man. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Judge is always in play type shit. Hmm. And then for the rest of the games, um, this Texas game, I'm looking at the grown. You know, I'm putting his. I'm probably gonna end up putting his strikeouts in a parlay of some type, some shape, form, or fashion. Uh, I might roll with Jackson here. With the under 15, 14 and a half pitching outs for Cade McCown. But this is cores, right? It's cores. So you can go in there and put you some HRRs together and steal you a plus 100 or something like that, or plus 5,000. You can do that, right? And then I'm definitely taking a rain check on this game here. For bats, you got Luzardo and Blake Snell on the mound. I don't want nothing to do with them bats. Luzardo on the road versus lefties got a 41% K rate to lefties. To righties, not so much. So, I mean, you get a Teoscar in there, something like that, could probably snipe his ass. But I'm not on that right now. Uh, of what we got here, I'm. It's just a me thing. I did take Tyler O'Neill for a bomb. Tyler Wells strikeouts are in play. I probably won't go there unless I put like a surprise pick 6 man or something. Then it is what it is. You could also look at Tyler O'Neill, his runs and RBIs. Martin Perez been pitching great, good. Um, Adames, Devers, if they catch that fastball, curtains. Marino, Perdomo, whichever one of them, I have to go back and look, but one of them motherfuckers been playing good ball. Uh, Profile, Olsen, Acuna, I like that. I like those three. Um, if I'm looking for a bomb, it would be Olsen. Hits all the way up to a bomb. Acuna, probably his HRR, fantasy score, something like that, right? He can steal bases and shit like that. Profile, I mean, you can look at his HRR, you can look at his run, you can look at shit like that. You can look at the RBI or a few RBI, something like that for Olsen or Acuna, whatever. Garcia, Lau, Josh Bell, Wood, Abrams. I do think those guys can get a hit. I ain't even gonna lie. If they can, let me see what we got. Let me refresh this. If they can put up some runs here, then Dalen Lau would probably be my favorite bat to get a hit or hit runs and RBI. Waldrop. It's given up more than one run twice this year, and this came in back-to-back games. His last two games, I think it was like 3 runs and like 8 runs. Um, if you think he can pitch good here, then his strikeouts are in play, and his pitching outs are in play. But the form, what form is he in now? Is he in give up run mode right now? Give up run mode right now? I don't know. His last two games, his last start wasn't pretty good. He gave up 8. Flaherty at home versus lefties, probably giving up about 13 bombs uh, in total to lefties, and 8 of them come at home. Manzardo looked great, good. Like Manzardo looked like he's ready to go, right? Ramirez looked like he was ready to go. Versus, he looked like he was ready to go. I'm not even finna lie to you, right? Um, I don't know why Kerry Carpenter's not in the projected lineup, but him and Riley Green, of course. I may have skipped over the righties. My bad, right? So I'm not gonna say nothing about the righties here for Detroit. Kurtz, Langley, So there's multiple guys that are, hitting a little bit on this athletics team. Right now, I'm probably putting Kurtz up there, but I mean, man, they look good. It's just a prime spot for them to look good. They motherfuckers probably gonna sell. But I'm probably gonna end up betting on Kurtz on the leadoff tip. Giolito ain't been that bad. Speaking about the Wilson, Geoff, Butler, all these guys at times been hitting, man, straight up. We'll see who's going to be in the lineup, and then we'll figure it out from there. Uh, Trevor Story, Romy Gonzalez, and I believe it was Navarez. Trevor Story, I know for sure. Uh, so it is what it is. Those guys, I mean, in play for hits all the way up to a home run. Barnett can give up some runs. If you think Toronto wins this game, I seriously think Gosman can get the win. Okay? Plus 145, some shit like that for the win. He pitches enough innings to get the win. He's just coming off a 7, 8, 9 inning outing. Uh, you know, or you can look at his pitching outs if you think he's going to hit that out at 18 and a half at plus money. The only thing is going to Tampa Bay. I mean, a bad inning can hinder some shit, right? So it is what it is. Vladdy been smoking versus lefties, right? At one time, the last week or two, he was about 8 of 9. Yes, I want, yes, please. Clement hits lefties. Springer's hit lefties. I have to go back and take another look at Schneider, but Vladdy hits 2 hits, HRRs, right? In play. Um, if you think they can really get busy on Seymour, I'll tell you one thing. If Bichette was in the lineup, I would take the under on Seymour pitching outs. Another thing is Seymour sits lefties down, right? Got a 30-40% K rate to lefties. So I'm paying attention to how many lefties they're going to roll out. I don't imagine them rolling out that many. And you can see the projected lineup; they've only got one in there in the projected. So those are things you need to, you need to pay attention to that, right? So man, the under 14 and a half pitching outs could be in play for him as a parlay piece or whatever. I think I looked at it and I think it was juiced to minus 144, right? So let me see, pitcher props minus 150, I believe, juiced to the under. So let me see. Now it's 15 and a half. I might have to use that for a parlay piece and just take my L. But it's a minus 175 to the under. Super favorite to the under. Okay. So that indicates in a minute, this is gonna go down, right? It's gonna go down. So you can probably get the under. They don't. The book's not expecting them to go under. I'll use it as a parlay piece. I will because when you get man, this ballpark produces runs, and you get a team that don't strike out much. Can he go out there and eclipse that? Yeah, man. But all we got to work off is the numbers, man. That's all we got to work off of. Um, I tapped out on Pavetta's pitching case. He might get there. I'm tapping out on that. If I think he pitched good, I might take his pitching outs. I'm tapping out on that. Pavetta throws that fastball predominantly, and Lindor, Soto, Nemo. I mean, Lindor, Soto, Alonso for sure can hit that fastball. Last 2 weeks, New York Mets been striking out righties and lefties been striking out as well. I didn't look at the Seattle bats because I'm strongly thinking about betting on Cole Reagan's strikeouts. The Seattle team has been on fire. It's kind of hard for me to step in front of this freight train that they got going on here, but I really want to take a stab at Cole Reagan's strikeouts, man. Vinny Pasquantino is an interesting play for me. Bryce Miller, they probably going to hit Bryce Miller. Mike Yass, Pasquantino, the lefties is some guys that I think I like a little bit more than the righties. Brandon Woodruff in one of the best strikeout spots there is. His teammate just struck out 10 yesterday. His strikeout sitting at 7.5. He's hit this 8 Ks in 2 of his last 4 games, maybe 2 of his last 3 games, or maybe 2 of his last 5. But he has the ability. He's hit 8 Ks or better frequently throughout this season. I did not look at the Milwaukee bats. Um, Larnick's in the lineup. He's the one that's the warmest right now. So you can look at hits, runs, and RBI for somebody like him. Uh, Keishel's always in play for a hit. Power for Warner and Lewis and Buxton. Of course, who Judge is that guy, right? I can put a grasp on those lefties. I don't bet them that much, so it is what it is. Looking at the strikeouts, really interested in the strikeouts for Jacob DeGrom. The numbers don't. Houston's numbers don't support it like I want them to. So 5.5 might tease it down or might just straight up fade it. His pitching outs could be in play too if you don't think Houston hit him. But I think he's pitching his worst on the road to lefties. DeGrom. Haven't pulled the trigger on anything for him yet. Um, Jackson likes the under 14.5 pitching outs for McKay Brown. I think I like that too. So as a parlay piece, maybe I might put that together with under outs for him and under outs for Seymour and see what that do. But I got to do it fast because Seymour's number's going to get ready to go down. And here, I couldn't even tell you what's going to happen here, man. I ain't look at the bets. I ain't even look at nothing. I looked at the pictures and say, I don't want nothing to do with them bats. If I do want something to do with those bats, maybe I'll look at it later when I'm at work and bored. Okay? I did not want to go 2 hours today. I wanted to go 1 hour max and then do like an hour and a half of NFL. So, with that being said, because I wanted to go over it with you all. With that being said, because I wanted to end the live and then fire it back up on the NFL side. So, because I didn't want to be mixed in. I didn't want it to be mixed in with MLB. So, like I said, with that being said, I'm probably going to spend another hour or so, or hour and a half. I can chop this off. I can change my thumbnail to a football thumbnail and just do a quick drive-by just to see what we can see in NFL, or I can just do it on my own. Yeah. If y'all want to, just say come back or whatever the case may be, right? And say come back. If y'all want me to go back live, then I'll go back live. If not, I'll just do that shit on my own right now, like off camera. You know what I'm saying? Offline, or some shit. But I don't want to mix it through. I don't want to mix it up. I don't. Let me take a look at some of these scores and shit real quick and see what's been going on. Boy, I almost clicked on NBA. NBA is up, man. NBA is up next, right? That's when I go full fledged. NBA. Reds. What is it? Reds. How did they score? Who hit what for Baltimore? Hmm. Let me find out. Benson ass ain't done shit. Back end getting active. Tyler O'Neill ain't done shit. All right, y'all. Peace out, fam. Peace.